Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risks before investing.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Bitcoin update. So gonna keep this a little bit shorter. Nothing too much has really happened in the market other than just a bit of some downside pressure and then a small pump that we got, but so far only a 3-wave move so far. Even if we were to get another high there, I would still mostly see that just as a 3-wave move. This could have been a micro 5-wave move up, 3-wave move down, and then we could have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that 3rd wave up, 4th wave, and 5th wave, and then that could create a 5-wave move up, which would be all in a 1st wave. Then we could add support for a 2nd wave, 3rd wave, 4th wave, 5th wave, all in that C wave in this white scenario, if that is what is playing out. Very early indication and very low probability so far just based off what we're seeing. What we need to see is that 5-wave move up and a break above this trend line and to form that 1-2 setup, and then to get buyers interested to form that impulsive 3rd wave. Once we kind of get that 1-2 setup and break above this swing high around 68,820, it becomes more probable that this C wave is beginning right now. However, if we fail to break above it and we start selling off and we break below this swing low at 62,323, that would be our first indication that this orange scenario 1-2 setup is playing, where we could get that 3rd wave, 4th wave, and then a 5th wave to the downside, where we could possibly test that 55 to 56,000 range. And in the last video we had that 57,000 swing low and high, in which we were tracking as a possible reversal point as well. But once we kind of do break below 60,000, once we break below this swing low, that's basically our indication that this white wave is invalidated and we are indeed going for this 3rd or this orange scenario. It's always possible to sell off, break below, and then buyers just get super interested and then immediately drive the price up, which is kind of something similar to what happened here, where it was an extreme sell-off and then the price just pushed up within a few days 20%. So that could always be something like that, and then the white scenario could play out. So we could have the extended sell-off, and then we could form a 5-wave move up in that C wave and then start that larger degree decline. That is always a possible scenario. It's not the most probable, because once we kind of break below that, then it just becomes more likely that we are in this 3rd wave, and then we get that 4th wave bounce possibly, and then a 5th wave to the downside. And then that would create our larger degree A wave, where this could have just been speculative as a 4th wave corrective bounce before we head lower in that 5th wave, all for that C wave and that larger degree A wave. Now we will have to go zone by zone and watch for a reaction to confirm that this A wave did indeed bottom, assuming we break below these 2 swing lows, obviously, like you saw with that pump where we just randomly went up from 64 to 66 in the matter of minutes. As you can tell, anything is possible. So it is totally possible that we could get that one more low and then bounce up from there as well. I mean, it's not guaranteed that we are in this orange scenario. We have to break below these swing lows. But once we kind of get that confirmation of that, then it becomes more increasingly likely that that is indeed playing out as well. As of right now, there isn't really too much other to say than we just kind of have to be more and more patient. I mean, this is what Bitcoin does. It's consolidating, going sideways, and soon buyers and sellers will have to figure out what they want to do. I mean, it's not weird to see Bitcoin do these sideways movements before some sort of pump or some sort of dump happens afterwards. I mean, you can compare this move that we're having now similar to something that happened back in May. Something like this: sideways, sideways, pump, and then dump. I mean, we could be in something like that. Like we were saying in the last video too, I mean, we, just because of liquidity, I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to see some sort of bounce happen, maybe to that 66 to 70,000 range. That's exactly what Bitcoin did. And then now it could start that sell-off now that the shorts have been liquidated, or at least a couple billions of shorts have been liquidated. That's totally possible to happen as well. And then we just kind of sell off. Same thing here. Bitcoin, very volatile. I mean, we have two downward movements that brought it closer to this low back in 2022. I mean, it's not, the point is, what I'm trying to say is it's not weird to see Bitcoin do movements like this and then find a pump afterwards. So it's not weird that we are testing these lows down here and we could possibly still rally from there, even though it's less and less likely the lower we go. But I mean, we've seen Bitcoin do it multiple times. So until we get that decisive break below, I mean, like I said, we could always go a little below and then just bounce straight up and start that C wave, even if it's lower past here. But once we get a decisive break below, then it's more increasing that this orange wave is indeed playing out, and then that could be that impulsive third wave, and then we could have that fourth wave bounce, and then that final fifth wave to the downside that we will kind of have to keep track of. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.